VOD reviews of Duelist. So we're getting in here. I have created a new deck. So I'm just gonna get rid of all those cards. They all suck. This is a much better hand. Still not great. Definitely want to replace Keeper of the Veil as soon as possible. It's more of a mid to late game kind of card. So Jaxi is typically the better one to place, and I'm placing it right. I placed it where I placed it, so I could get that mana crystal on my next turn. So I played Jaxi, or whatever it is, Jax, instead of the Windblade Adept, because I'm okay with the Jaxi dying. I'm not okay with the Windblade dying early, at least not to like an early Martyrdom or an early Saber Spine Tiger or anything like that. So by putting Jaxi out first, I kind of eliminate that risk a little bit. Kind of pull it back a little bit. The Blades I probably want to keep because it's such a good tempo card, but I can understand why someone would want to replace it. But I got a pretty good hand here. I've lots of plays that I can do. So I think I misplayed this one a little bit, but it all works out in the end. I got both of those mana crystals, and I garner some board controls. A little out of the loop. I've been playing a lot lately, which is nice. Got to gold yesterday, I think. And we're only halfway through the month. I should be able to get S rank by the end. An hour every couple days or so. So he gets pretty good tempo off of this by killing my... I forget all these dang names. Since this is a VOD, I can't actually like look at it or anything. Although I never even... I might do this in the future with replays instead and see how that works. I actually haven't checked out replays yet. So that crossbones is a bit of a problem. I can't get rid of it alone. I really want to get rid of that range minion. But I also want to keep my Windblade Adept. And I think I just go ahead and sacrifice it to just continue. Keep on keeping on with that board control. That's what... Oh, so yeah. So about this deck. This is a deck I actually made myself. Yay. And I should have a deck list in the description or whatever. But it is... I really dislike all the Lyonar decks out there right now. Like a big one, I think it was by the Scientists. I was playing with that earlier in the Ladder Climb videos. That was the control deck. And I had so many 2-drops. And it just generally, it was like... It just felt weak. Like you're just kind of just barely scrapping through every part of the game. And I managed to take home a couple wins, but they were always really close. I never had a confident, decisive win. So what I did with this deck is I made a very clear win condition. And that win condition is get a big minion on the board, Divine Bond it, and Aegis Barrier it so it can't be removed. That is my win condition. If I cannot achieve that, I lose. It's a little bit risky in that sense, but really every deck is kind of like that. Like an old Magmar deck was like get your Slavari Elder out and then win the game basically. So so I get some pretty good value off of this Holy Immolation. I get the attack off first so he gets damaged and then healed. And I have it positioned, of course, to the point where I can get both of the Azerite Lion and Lyonar. I think I could have gone for the Jaxi instead, but you know, this way it gets me more value. I kill everything he's got except for the ranged minion. So it all works out. And I go ahead and I think I kill it, right? Yeah, I just go ahead and kill it because he can just kill it next turn with his 1/1 ranged. And right now that is an awful hand. A handful of spells is it's death basically. So that's not too good. But I do have pretty significant tempo. I've got a great card coming up on this next turn. And I can always dispel if I want. Oh yeah, I remember this. This has got me great value with the Holy Immolation. So I think I attack here again. I was just making sure my math was right. That's why I kind of hovered on it for a bit. And then another Holy Immolation. That's so deadly. Yeah. I think I contemplated using a Martyrdom on this 1/1, but I decided against it. Because it pains me to not like clear the board when I can. Yes, I'm like hovering back and forth. Like, should I do it? I want to do it, but I shouldn't do it. I just go ahead and keep my mana efficiency by healing myself. And then when I got that second Martyrdom, I was like, damn it, I should have done it. I knew I should have. But yeah, this game is pretty much over. I've still got the tempo. I still got some great cards left in my hand. Oh, it looks like he disconnected actually. So maybe he just like quit out of the client entirely. Hey, finally, there we go. So I had to wait out his turn, and I think he Sudoku. Oh, there we go. So I hit it right in this match. Nice. All right, so there we go. That's that 5-win streak. Doing pretty well with this deck so far. Lyonar has historically been a very difficult match, and look at this. It's my first gold game, actually, in probably quite a while. Because like the past 2 seasons, I was just I would hit silver. So there's Aegis Barrier. It's a legendary card, and I didn't realize just how good it was until I started using it. So what Aegis Barrier does, because I can't really show it right now, is what it does is you place it on a minion, right? And your minion cannot be targeted by any kind of spells or abilities, at least, or enemy spells and abilities. If it was just like no abilities whatsoever, even including your own, that would have been actually really bad. So being able to just negate the enemies makes it incredibly amazing. So good. So you can place that, and then like next turn you can place the martyrdom, or not the martyrdom, but the whatever it's called, divine bond, and that goes hand in hand with our win condition and combo. So I went ahead and silenced those 2 Jaxies. I didn't want to deal with both of those ranged, and it was pretty convenient to do so. And Lyonar doesn't have a ton of cards you need to dispel, like a Magmar or anything like that. So it was a good little 2-for-1 kind of thing going on. She takes it out pretty easily. So I'm about to have 5 mana here. I think I go ahead and use my... Nope, just 4. I mistimed that. I don't have very many plays here. I think I don't want to get rid of anything, I don't think. I placed it behind me, by the way, so she can't get that value off that little 4/3 dude. If he even wants to hit my my dude, I get some pretty good value out of it by making the Fenrir War Master, I think it's called, making him transform, use transformation up. He's not going to use it though. He's going to make me attack it twice, which is fine. It's not that big a deal. Ah, Hailstone Prism, yeah. I remember this game now. She uses another Hailstone Prism later, and both of them make me discard a card, which is so aggravating. And it's so low cost too. It's only 2 mana. That really hurts Lyonar. So I only have 5 mana still, but I think... Okay, so I go ahead and just plop down my my 8/8 there. Because even if she does do something to it, I still have the Divine Bond, and it brings it right back up to an 8/8. So she's going to force that transformation, which is fine. I was going to do that anyway. And I'm actually getting chipped down pretty hard right now. This is like the first time I've ever seen a Lyonar. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the second time. It was back to back. So she completely wrecked my tempo right here. But luckily, all right. So right here, I have to do something, and I'm going to sacrifice more of my precious health down below 10 to completely clear her this side of the board. And that little thing over there on the side is completely useless right now. At least that's what she's kind of piloting it as. I think she should have just moved it back over. There's no point in just having it sit on the infiltrate side if it's not going to do anything, you know? But anyway, I think it was supposed to be sort of like, hey, don't come over here kind of thing. I don't know. You want, as a Lyonar, playing this kind of infiltrate stuff. See, like, she does it again. It's like, I'm not going to go to that side of the board. And you can't displace me, so I didn't really get that. That was really weird to me. So I'm getting that Dancing Blades value. That's exactly why I use it. So incredible. It's such a great tempo card. Play a card, destroy a card. It really can't get better than that. The positioning can be tricky sometimes. And it doesn't... Yeah, that's basically it. The positioning can be tricky, but that's not such a big deal. Even if you don't get the kill off, it's still a pretty good card. 4, 6 for 5. At the very least, it's average. It's beefy, which is good. That's what we want in our value control Lyonar. I don't know what I'm going to call this deck yet. It's very heavily focused on Divine Bond and Aegis Barrier, so I'll come up with some stupid name to come up with that. So a big reason why I built this deck actually is to counter Magmar, which for some reason I haven't seen a single one in the course of this deck so far. Oh yeah, did she set me up for another Great Holy Immolation? Yeah. Oh god, people, please do not do this if you're going up against a Lyonar. I assume a very healthy way to play against a Lyonar is to always assume he has a Holy Immolation. Always assume he has it. So I'm going to use my Aegis Barrier right here, by the way. I don't want her displacing or moving or whatever this Provoke, because I need the Provoke to stay alive. It's not optimal. I typically want it on one of my bigger, beefier minions, but I desperately need to survive right now. I can't have her remove Provoke, I can't have her move it somewhere else, I can't have her destroy it, or I pretty much lose the game. So that's why I do that. And she's on the back foot now. With that, like, I pity the other person for setting me up so nicely for that. Oh, she can still use that ability, I guess. Whatever. I don't think you should be able to, but it's a targeted ability. Yeah, I'm like, what? Come on. She very nearly... She either does or very nearly sets me up for another Holy Immolation. Unfortunately not. If that unit had survived, that would have been spectacular. Actually would have won me the game. And now I'm trying to figure out... Oh yeah, I think I'm mulligan a card, and it's the exact card that I need. Let's see. Yep. Yep. That's great. So, oh wait, what? Oh, I messed that up. I misplayed. Oh, how can I be so dumb? Wait, did I? I'm pretty sure I could have played the Windblade Adept there and then Holy Immolation and taken off her last 3 health. That's really strange. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's so weird. What? I don't often, like, see, like, these obvious mistakes in my play. It's usually more of, like, a macro kind of thing. Like, I didn't set up the early game well, and it kind of messed me over in the late game or something. I usually don't make those kind of mistakes, though. That's huge. So yeah, just a hot tip for you. Don't do what I just did. Make sure, if you have lethal in your hand, make sure to use it. Weird. She can still use Chromatic Cold even though it has Aegis Barrier. I don't like this. I could have sworn Aegis Barrier like did a whole lot more than this. So anyway, I think I figured out this time. Yeah, I get it. Could have ended it earlier though. I could have lost, and that would have been really bad to look over this and see the loss. Yeah, 6 wins.